teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome, folks, to AT&T Stadium, the home of the Cowboys, right here in Arlington, Texas. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on last season's national champions, the Ohio State Buckeyes. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth at Kirk Street. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff. The kickoff team is out there. Great energy as this playoff game is about to get underway. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. The back's got it. Breaks free. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Now it's second down here. Quarterback making some changes at the line. Caught near the sticks. It's Porter. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
The single back takes the handoff.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Second down after that run on the previous play. He'll ride the back again here. And that run produces a decent gain. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made down the left side. An explosive play. They make the tackle inside the 30. It'll be first down there.
Well, there's nothing better for an offensive coordinator than having a quarterback kind of get into a rhythm early in this game. Another great completion. This guy's off to a
deep shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State, as they claim the lead in this playoff game. We come out in the playoff game, Kirk. No signs of rust for the offense immediately.
Yeah, no jitters at all. After the layoff, I wondered how they might be able to come out and communicate, and they actually just the rhythm to the offense, but they did not hesitate. They set the tone early. Now they got themselves a lead.
And it's 7-0 after the BAT. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. Tackled at the 23, brought it out and tried to make a play, but good coverage that time. Handoff heading left. freshman brings him down quickly.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. With the catch, it's Owens. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a third down play. Looking for his big tight end. What a catch! That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Good job here by this offense coming up with this first down on that third down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Important second down play coming up. To throw, it's Reed. Looking to throw it deep. Not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Important third down play coming up. Try and muscle for the first down. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33.
Great job here by this offense being able to convert. Let's face it, they've dug themselves a hole. They're down here early in this game. And with all this hype, the last thing you want to do is have to punt the ball. Come up with a conversion, keep your rhythm, keep your momentum, stick to your playbook. Good job here. Now let's see if they can.
Touchdown, Aggies, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Well, this is what this running back brings to the table for this offense. He's always one touch away from a huge play, and here he gets the ball, gets some space, and from there, no one's going to catch him on his way to the end zone.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Ohio State offense comes back onto the field. Let's see if they can keep that passing game going. The last possession, very efficient and precise. He gets loose. The pickup is 7 yards. Now it's 2nd and 3. The Buckeyes come up to the line in a hurry-up.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
Tackle made after a big gain all the way to the 36.
Boy, what a big-time play here by this wide receiver. You know, sometimes, Chris, I wonder if Woody Hayes would be enjoying this modern passing attack from his Buckeyes. And I'd like to think that winning would outweigh any concerns he may have about that ball being in the air so often.
Second down after that previous play. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Grab near the sticks. It's Porter. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
He's tackled down at the 4-yard line. Defense getting pushed back. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. We'll hand it off. Tough running to avoid a loss, but just barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. And they convert here on 4th down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play, touchdown or field goal. Can't hold on. Good defensive play, brings up a 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points, but they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
Fourth down. He's throwing for it. This will go incomplete and a turnover on downs.
This is the chance you take here as an offensive coordinator and a play caller. You go for it here, you draw it up perfectly, you think this is the right play, and then the execution is not there. So the defense catches a break, and they get the ball back to their own offense.
The offense begins this drive, backs to their own goal line, set up at the 3. It's a blitz look here from the defense. Powering through. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
Chris, I just love to see this offensive line and this running game able to establish themselves. This back is already over 50 yards. We're in the first half, so really good job of establishing the run game. Opens up the play action, opens up one-on-one opportunities. Just keep winning the battle up front.
And they'll stop him short of the line to gain.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
So let's see what they like here on 3rd and short from inside their own 20. Important to pick up this first down. Looks to the left for a quick throw. Makes the catch downfield. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down.
Man, you just continue to see the chemistry between these two. And they told us yesterday in our production meeting, they spent hours and hours of working and developing that chemistry and that rhythm by throwing together throughout those summer months. And man, it's starting to really pay off. He's become his security blanket for the quarterback, especially on 3rd down. Get him the ball.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And he's tackled right at the 40-yard line. Well, early on, it's a fun battle on the road to the national championship deadline at the end of 1. Let's check out the early stats so far. We've got a good one in our hands, which you hope for in a playoff game as we begin the second period. A big play here after the break. Offense trying to convert here on 3rd down. Back to pass. It's Reed. This one's going to fall incomplete. Brings up 4th down.
Man, on your own side of the field, you're playing a risky game here. 3rd and short. Your goal should just be keep this drive alive the best way you can sometimes. Is just hand the ball off to your running back and have him get behind that offensive line and go to work. Curious to see what they do now here on this 4th and short.
Here we go. The coach rolling the dice. 4th and 1 in his own territory. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up the throw. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
Well, this is exactly what can happen when you're overly aggressive and things go bad. And I get it when it's late in the game and you're trying to climb back into it. But to have a turnover on downs now, man, this one could hurt you.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. He's running out of time here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. He's brought down quickly, but that takeaway is a huge play for this defense.
Boy, the quarterback gets drilled on this play, Chris, as he lets go of that ball before the interception. I think he was just trying to get it out. Didn't seem to have a chance to set his feet up. And what did it do? Made it a lot easier for the defender to come up with the interception.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Boy, great throw here by the quarterback and a big gain here for Texas A&M's offense. A great route by the wide receiver and the ability to go up and make a play. Boy, they've had some great ones over the years.
He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch and gets the first down in the process.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. An inside deals now from the shotgun. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Oh, and he dives to make a beautiful catch there.
Chris, when was the last time you saw a tight end this athletic? I mean, this guy lays out and comes down with a huge catch, showing you how athletic he is and what soft hands he has.
Caught over the middle. It's Armstrong. They bring him down, but that's enough to move this offense into the red zone with a first down to 17. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Moves out of the pocket. Has a pass to the end zone. And he muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Hello, Mr. Defensive Coordinator. You may want to account for the quarterback. Are you kidding me? A quarterback scramble for this many yards? You got to make adjustments. Account for this guy's legs.
Looking downfield. It's Reed. Intercepted in the end zone. Tackle made after a short return, but the pick ends that threat.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid game. Buckeyes come to the line to run the hurry-up.
Well, that's a beautiful run here for the first down, really living up to that reputation of the great backs that they've had over the years. Think about Archie Griffin and Eddie George, Ezekiel Elliott, J.K. Dobbins, just so many great backs. We're seeing another one right here.
Nice grab. It's Lacey. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. Drive stays alive with that completion for a first down.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. Forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
Offense in hurry-up mode.
Pretty good gain here by this offense, and here they are. They're getting already set to the line of scrimmage. They're ready to go. Defense better get their cleats in the ground.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Running out of time in the pocket. A throwaway there. Gave up on the play, but now it's going to bring up third down.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. He's got room to run. And they get the conversion there. First down now from the 33. Here comes the up-tempo offense.
Well, they get the first down here, Chris, and look at them. They're already at the line of scrimmage, getting the call from the sideline. They're ready to go.
Wide open downfield. And they've got him at the 4, but a big gain on that catch and run.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The Buckeyes line it up with 1st and goal. And the wideout goes in motion. The offense sets up in scoring position with a new set of downs. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. To throw, it's St. Clair. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. And they'll finally bring him down after a huge return. The defense doesn't just get the takeaway. They set the offense up in great field position.
We're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball.
And is intercepted. He's bringing it back. Past the 10. Touchdown, Buckeyes. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow. And the interception taken to the house. was a pick six, potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick six. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And he'll lead the kickoff right there. We'll start from the 25. So the first play of the drive here coming up, less than 2 minutes left on the clock. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wide out. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play, brings up second down. So second and 10 from the 25. Important to get something here to avoid that tough third and long situation. And this time it's complete. He runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down into the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Dropping back, it's Reed. Looking for a deep completion. Wow, a third pick tonight by the QB. Not much of a return, but the important thing is the interception sets the offense up at the 45.
But his defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
Here comes the opening play of the drive. They begin at their own 45-yard line. Grab down the middle. It's Porter. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. First and 10.
Another great play by this receiver. And I tell you, the offense coordinator is doing a nice job of moving him around. The defense knew coming into this game how tough he'd be to stop, but the way they're utilizing him is making it very challenging to be able to create the matchups that the defense wants.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Pass rush gets home. The Buckeyes hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to pass here on second down. Caught over the middle. It's Lacey. They get him to the ground, but it's first down now at the 28. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Buckeyes with first and 10 here.
This offense is clicking. I mean, clearly, everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing almost no resistance.
So after the incompletion, it's second down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. The junior able to bring him down quickly. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. So a timeout is called to talk strategy. Maybe time for one or two more plays before halftime. The offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on first down.
Yeah, I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
And it's good right down the middle. And they add to their lead. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. The Buckeyes will kick it off to get the second half. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Texas A&M offense back on the field. The passing game effective in the first half. Let's see if they keep it going or if the defense has made adjustments trying to protect the lead here. And they'll start the third quarter here on the ground. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Running back grabs it on the screen. It's a strong stiff arm. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down.
Good time here to drop this screen in by the offensive coordinator. And a nice job by the running back being able to pick up some positive yards here on this play.
Fresh set of downs for the offense after that first down completion. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Slams right into a wall. They've got it for a loss.
Now you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Didn't expect to lose 4 in the first down run. Set up now 2nd and 14. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Then he'll run out of bounds, picking up a few yards on the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. They've got him at the 48, but that's a first down.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. A big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. Texas A&M getting set with a 1st and 10 now. The pre-snap motion from the offense. Scanning the field. It's Reed. Receiver makes the grab. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. Texas A&M is now operating in the red zone. Handoff here from the shotgun. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
They're going to run it. Back gets the carry. Doing a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Here we go. 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a first down without scoring. Quick throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M. So with playoff pressure, Kirk, the offense executes a long, grinding, methodical drive.
You know, the thing I've loved about this offense all year long is their ability to either hit the big play or not have to rely on that. Look at this. They're able to sustain a drive and still come up with points and get a touchdown.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone. They'll begin the drive at the 25. And here comes the powerful Buckeye offense back onto the field. We'll start the drive with a quick throw to the right. Finally out of bounds after a solid game, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. The shotgun handoff here. Oh, what a move. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Tries the right with a quick throw. He's got it in the open. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44.
Boy, what a throw and catch again by the Ohio State Buckeye offense. You think about how Ohio State has been able to really grow over the years. Go back and think about Chris Carter back in the 80s and Joey Galloway in the 90s. And, of course, most recently with Garrett Wilson and Chris Olave, Jackson Smith and Jigba. So many great receivers, and it's been fun to watch this young man today.
They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. They weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirectional counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and a first down.
A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Here's the second down play. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Catch made on the left side. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion.
Chris, to me, I think the quarterback wanted to get this ball thrown downfield, but good coverage forces him to throw it underneath. But give an assist to the O-line, giving him enough time to be able to evaluate that coverage.
The Buckeyes are in the red zone now. To the air, it's St. Clair. Grab down the middle, it's Lacey. And you'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And the defense did everything that's expected of them. Yeah, they caught the ball, but it didn't go anywhere. That's the exact best possible scenario that this defense could hope for other than a turnover.
Buckeyes will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. And he's throwing for it on fourth down. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a first down and goal right there.
Well, it's always a gamble to go for it on fourth down when you're already in field goal range, but it looks like they won't rehash this decision when it's all said and done. That's a first down.
Keep it on the ground on first and goal. And it'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
Well, it is tough to run the football inside this 5-yard line. Give all the credit to that defensive line, eating up those linemen, allowing the rest of the defense to fly to the football for that short loss.
Well, Kurt, Ohio State has the lead here after 1. As we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Crucial play here to begin the quarter as the offense sets up with a second and goal. QB keeper all the way. got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And he makes the catch. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with his receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 22. Good job by the coverage team. And the Texas A&M offense heads back out onto the field. Testing the right side here. 0 running room. Stop right at the line of scrimmage.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They're holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
Another pick. Wow, that's the 4th tonight. Touchdown, Buckeyes. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Well, it's just something freeing when you have this kind of lead and you can just turn the defense loose. Getting aggressive pays off for them here. They get the interception, and what athletic ability there to take it into the end zone for a touchdown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Aggies offense back on the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. Back to throw. It's Reed. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. The tight end makes the catch downfield. Tackle made to the 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
Chris, here we are in the 4th quarter. These guys are trailing. Hadn't been a great day, but with this quarterback, he's as gifted as anybody in the country. You never count these guys out.
Looking to scramble. And he just throws it away.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
Quick throw to his receiver. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. They make the tackle, but not before he reaches the 37.
Look at this, Chris. After that big gain and a first down, they're already at the line of scrimmage, ready to get this up-tempo offense cranking.
Fires it to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he gets in for the score. Touchdown, Aggies.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work. Here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And now the handoff. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Close to the tight end. Caught. He's wide open. Look out. He makes the stop after a huge play. Moves the ball to the 35.
Well, I think the offense lulled the defense to sleep here. You think that they're just working the clock here, running the football, and then they throw and surprise you and get some positive yards downfield just to keep this defense honest.
They test the middle but get stuck. That one goes nowhere.
It was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Over the middle, it's Peoples. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense continues to try to work the clock and secure an impressive victory here today. Fourth down, no punt, out of field goal range. They're going for it. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Head coach keeps the punt team on the sidelines for fourth down. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Well, that's why you practice right there, Chris. This offense had the pressure, the game on their back. They deliver, they get a touchdown, and now make this a two-possession game with under 2 to go. Like their odds of closing this game out.
Here's the point after attempt. And the extra point up and good makes it a 3-score game, up 17 here in the fourth. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. For the first play of the drive, they'll set up at the 16. Dropping back, it's Reed. He's got it with room to run. They get him down, but that's a nice play. Moves the ball to the 33. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. Here's a 1st and 10 play. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking for a late, deep throw. Got a man. Catch made. Big play. They make the stop after a big gain all the way to the 34. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Taking a deep shot here to the right. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And then, you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
PAT up and good. We get a little bit closer. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense back on the field. They had a brilliant touchdown drive last time, mixing the run and the pass. Can they keep that going again? The pass rush closing in. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Finding enough space for a solid gain before they stop him. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Solid gain in the running play. Third down now. And they pick up the first on the ground. They gain him down, but that first down should be enough to secure the win. They survive and advance to the next round of the playoff. So with the lead secure here, it's time to just take a knee, run out the clock, and plan the victory celebration. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games. But you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.